Hey, happy Friday. I wanted to start this video out with three quotes that came to me. This topic is called Hitting Rock Bottom. This topic is very dear to me because hitting rock bottom is different for everyone. Mine was very unique, and I'm going to share that story as well after I read these three quotes. The first quote I want to read: sometimes God lets you hit rock bottom so that you can discover that He is the rock at the bottom. The second quote: it's only after we've lost everything that we're free to do anything. And the third quote: rock bottom became the solid foundation on which I rebuilt my life. And that's such a good segue into what I'm going to talk about. I had some very interesting experiences on my way to getting to Georgia. I met this woman who I didn't know very well, and I was that girl for a minute where I didn't really know her, and I moved in with her, and I didn't know what I was getting myself into. And 2 weeks into the relationship, everything just kind of came all ahead, I guess. Like everything just kind of came all to me at once. And I remember coming home from work one day and all of my things were packed at the door, and a note was left on my things. I need you out of my apartment. Technically it was her apartment. My name wasn't on anything, and I was just basically helping her pay bills. So I went into survival mode, and thank God for my friends that I'd had here, that I knew here, who helped me get myself together and helped me move all of my things. I spent some time staying at a really unfortunate motel. I think there is a difference. A motel where it was very ratchet and very disgusting, and there was drug dealers and drug addicts just kind of hanging around. And if you weren't in your motel at a certain time, a series of things would happen. I was not raised that way. I was raised in a very, very safe neighborhood. I'm glad that my parents instilled in us that we're no better than anybody else, and we were able to be around different people from different environments. So there was never any judgment. But when you've hit your rock bottom, it's like you're forced to really either get yourself together or allow yourself to stay there. And for me, rock bottom, like I said, is different for everybody. But when you've gotten to the place where you can't get any lower than the lowest, that's when you're really kind of forced to get yourself together. And I remember, and I never told my mom this, and I hope that she gets to watch this video, because I was terrified, I was scared, and I knew that I was supposed to be in Atlanta, and I knew that going home and giving up wasn't an option for me. I remember calling my sister, crying and sobbing and not knowing what I was going to do or how I was going to figure it out. And she told me, you're not moving. You're going to get yourself together. You're supposed to be in Atlanta. I'm going to need you to cry, do what you need to do, get yourself together, pull yourself together. And when she said that, I kind of went into survival mode, and I knew that it was time for me to put on my big girl panties and get myself together. And I remember literally starting a job the first week I was staying at this really unfortunate place, and literally I'm signing the papers for my lease that Friday. And if you don't believe in the universe allowing things to happen, or you don't believe in a higher power, then I don't really know how a person lives their life, because if it wasn't for God, I don't know where I would be. I probably would have given up and gone home, because it's so easy to do that. But I'm glad I stayed, and I'm glad that I worked it out, and I'm glad that I had a support system, of friends who helped me really get myself together during that time of I didn't know if I was going or coming. I remember, because my body had literally gone into shock from that experience, I remember literally for a year after that, just working 2 jobs, coming home every day and going to sleep. And on the weekends, I would literally stay in the bed all day because I literally couldn't believe that this happened to me. I didn't believe that, I just couldn't believe that that type of situation would happen to me. And I know that situations like that happen to people every day, but it was just so scary for me. And I remember literally my sister coming to visit me, and she unpacked all my stuff because I couldn't even unpack my stuff. I was literally in this shock for like months. And I remember she came and set everything up in my apartment, and it was just, I could breathe again. I knew that I was okay. And initially, that's when life for me started to change and things in my life started to shift. And some amazing things started to really happen. Rock bottom is a really, really, really bad place to be, but sometimes it's what we need to move forward in our lives. A lot of times we spend so much time going and going and going, and we can't get the answers and the messages that we're supposed to get because we're always busy. So sometimes God puts us in situations where we have to stop and we really have to depend solely and totally on Him. So I just wanted to share that. I hope that everyone has an awesome day. Sending you love and light and lots of happy, exciting things this weekend to come. If you haven't set your intention this morning, now's a good time. I'm setting my intention to stay centered and grounded in my being and allowing the universe to surround me with love and light and so much abundance. Okay, peace.